Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, July 22nd, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search and Roundtable at seroundtable.com. The second time I'm doing it, the microphone just keeps not working, so I'm just not using the microphone. We'll see what happens. I always adjust the volume up, and it does sound a little bit echoey because of that, and I don't know. Whatever, it is what it is. And I just got off a red eye. I landed about 2 hours ago. So I'm a bit tired. I always record this in the morning, so hopefully it doesn't come off bad. In any event, last week we covered the early news or rumors that Google made a map change where the Google algorithm is, and for maps specifically, is only showing fewer and fewer results based on your search. So if you search for barbershop or whatever it might be, Google will show less barbershops in the Google map results or in the Google local results. And it seems like that chatter has spiked up again. I asked Google about it. They're investigating it. They have yet to get back to me. But they are looking into it, they said. So if you notice any of your local traffic has dropped off, that might be why. Talking about local, Google has this menu partnership where they do with like single platform, where it shows data from single platform where it might show like the menu. So if you search for like, I don't know, Burger King menu, it pulls that information from single platform to show you the actual menu. And even if you do certain searches in Google, Google will show a knowledge graph information sometimes. And it doesn't seem like it's coming up in this side, but basically, I'm trying to see if I can show it to you. No, basically what you would see is this listing come over here. It would say places.singleplatform.com, product and services. Maybe they removed it over the past day, but basically, when you clicked on that, you got this. This listing is not available. And it's a bad user experience, a bad searcher experience, and we reported it, and I think maybe Google got rid of it, hopefully. It's interesting because single platform is actually in this thread commenting and saying why it happened. Is this delay in data? Either way, it's a very bad user experience, and searchers are not happy about that. Call out to Eric Wu for spotting that. John Mueller said, while I think he's on vacation, unless he's back already, that even though a competitor keeps reporting your website, if your website's not doing anything bad, you're okay. He responded to somebody who said, if a competitor continually reports your site for no reason, will it affect your Google placing? And John Mueller said no. Of course, if you have something wrong with your website and you're doing something and Google looks at it, even if a competitor really reports you, you may lose your ranking. So that's just a side note. Google released an AMP case study from the Washington Post. The case study shows really cool data. 23% increase in mobile search users who return within 7 days. 88% improvement in load time for AMP content versus traditional mobile web content. And they submitted over 1,000 articles in AMP HTML daily. I then said, all right, let me look at the Search Console data and see how much of my traffic is being clicked on or seen by users because of AMP. So I looked at the past 30 days in Google Search Console, and I said, show me the clicks. And I did a quick estimate, about 3% of the clicks to my website via Google Search, according to Google Search Console, from Google to AMP articles to my website is only 3% or so, 3.16. Compare that to mobile overall, it's about 25% to 26% and so forth. So it's a very small number in terms of traffic to my website, relatively. What about impressions? So there are a lot of impressions. You can see here about 15% of the impressions, meaning the people who see my articles in Google search but don't click over, are via AMP, whereas about 46% are mobile in general. And now look at the click-through rate, which is the most disturbing part. Overall, my click-through rate from desktop, mobile, and everything is 0.83%. When you look at just mobile, it's about half that, 0.47%. Okay. When you look at AMP only, it's 0.17%, which is horrible. Anyway, those stats don't look so good. The Washington Post stats about user experience and so forth is pretty good. Also on the AMP news, AMP launched a beta version or released a beta version of AMP for Ads, which they're calling A4A. AMP for Ads, A4A. And it basically shows you, they basically showed a GIF showing how fast or how much faster it is to use AMP for Ads to load ads on your AMP pages than using just the iframe or embed thing. And if you take a look at this, you can see Google search showing the experience, Washington Post, click on a Washington Post article, and you'll see in the bottom, it's going to show you how long it takes to load the ad. Ad loaded on the AMP side, A4A version. Still waiting, still waiting, still waiting. There's the ad. So there's a huge difference, and Google is showing it off here. This article is basically showing how feature snippets are constantly changing. So we saw bullet for if you do a search for aviation jobs, they had a bullet form, then they have these table forms, and now if you search for it, if it comes up, or it might come up, it might show a different result. So just keep in mind feature snippets are constantly changing. Google looks like it's fully launching their speed test, at least in the US, where you do a search for check my internet speed or whatever it might be, related queries, and you get this box at the top that says check my internet speed or run a test. It's powered by Measure Lab, which I think is a Google company. You say run speed test, it does your download speed, your upload speed, and then after it's done, it then shows you your output and so forth. And this is over LTE while I was traveling in the airport, so it was pretty good. Google Maps now lets you verify your business, not just via postal code or phone call or even that video verification which we were talking about before, but now via email for some people. This is confirmed by Google. It actually lists the company email address, and if you have access to it, you can actually verify your business in Google My Business. Also, Google added a new feature that actually shows you how long a specific person, on average, spends at a specific venue. This may or may not be helpful for you, but let me show you an example. So usually, you've seen this before, popular times. The new thing here is that people typically spend 15 minutes here, or sometimes you see ranges, 15 to 45 minutes. Of course, it may or may not be useful to you. I think it's pretty cool. Of course, some people might find it creepy. And also on the Google Maps side, Google My Business, when you use this spreadsheet upload for bulk uploads, now they're giving you an import summary screen that shows you errors and location affected and so forth. You have a summary screen over here. I really hope this is actually recording properly, so I'll have to do it again. I'm sorry. Back on AdWords. AdWords launched price extensions, a new ad extension for price extensions. So if you have, somebody searches for like hair salon and you want to show you different prices. So for women haircuts, it's $70. For men haircuts, it's $40. Seems expensive to me, etc. So these are price extensions. You could definitely try that out if you want. Google AdWords also launched the ability to import call conversion. So you're getting phone calls and you want to import that conversion data into Google AdWords to actually track conversion data. You can actually do that. There's a whole process for that. Also on the AdWords side, they actually are, by default, showing the cross-device conversion column in your AdWords reports, and that's going to happen on August 16th or after, where it actually shows by default the AdWords conversion, cross-device conversion. And finally, on the AdWords side, they updated the admin administrative portal, which is formerly called the My Client Center, MCC, to give you notifications at the top level, so you can see notifications across all accounts, as well as better administrative control access managers. It looks like Google Analytics is launching a new design. More and more people are seeing it. I believe almost everybody's seeing it now. So if you log into Google Analytics, it's going to show you that more realistic design, which we reported about a few weeks ago, but it seems to be rolling out. So this is what it kind of looks like now. It's cleaner, new top header, a little bit slightly different on the left-hand side versus this look. No biggie, but it's definitely rolling out. People ask. And also Twitter released the ability for anybody to apply, to fill out an application to get their Twitter account verified. Before, you just had to wait and hope that Twitter would notice you and actually verify you. So this is me before, this is me after. It added this little verified symbol. In short, I applied, and within a few hours, I think I got approved. But there are people who are waiting days and days. It doesn't mean you will get approved. It just means you can actually apply to get approved, and Twitter will actually look at that. And finally, Microsoft announced their earnings. They did a really good job on the Bing side. They took a look at the Bing side, and it seems like they may hit, according to the reports, $5.3 billion in revenue with a 43% growth rate. It's really nice to see Bing really competing with Google. Obviously, it's a small fraction of Google, but they keep growing and growing and growing, which is really nice to see. In any event, thanks so much for listening to the Search Bots Video Recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz, and this is the search news we covered over the Search Engine Roundtable at SERoundtable.com over the past week. Again, today is Friday, July 22nd. Everyone have a great weekend. I'll see you guys next. Bye.